Hi everyone, welcome back. So next flavor is application load balancer, that is ALB, and it is ideal for modern applications, particularly those built using microservices or container based architectures. And we will see that it operates at the application layer 7. And if you want to know more about what is application layer, please check another playlist which is for OSI model, that will help. It supports WebSocket and HTTP2 protocol. It provides improved performance and efficiency for HTTP connections. And in application load balancer, that is ALB, it supports advanced routing features. What is routing? Routing is whenever the request is coming from users, it is routed first to the server, to the EC2 instances via the load balancer, that is called routing. And in ALB we have three flavors available. First one is URL path based routing, then host name based routing, and then query string routing. Likewise, it says URL path based means something we will get in the path of the URL. On basis of that, we can decide which is through which instance the request should be served. For the second one, host name, with the host name itself we should be able to do that routing. And the final one is query string. Query string is nothing but in the URL itself we will have query string, which is question mark, the key and the value. So URL path based routing, it routes request to different target group. What is target group? So target group is nothing but we can create a different target group with these rules. So for example, path based rule, host name based rule, or query string based rule. And on basis of that rule, load balancer will route that request to the target group, and then target group will be associated with the EC2 instances, and that EC2 instance will serve the request. So URL path based routing routes request to different target group based on the URL path of the request. For example, in my website I have two type of pages. One is the dynamic pages and static pages. Dynamic pages where I have API integration, some dynamic information I am pulling from some third party, etc. Static page where I have just simple text, images, etc. What can I do? I can create two target group. One is for this type of resource, wherever I will find a dynamic, and another target group is for static, wherever in the URL we'll have static keyword. Okay, and then we can in those target groups we can configure EC2 instances. The second type is host name based routing, directs traffic to different target group based on the host name. So for example, this is my website, mywebsite.com, and this is my subdomain, api.mywebsite.com. So I can create two target group, and one target group is for subdomain, one target group for maybe another subdomain or for the main domain, and on basis of that I can decide to which target group the request should be served. The third one is query string routing, routes traffic based on query string parameters in the URL. For example, requests with question mark version is equal to 1, that is one query parameter, can be routed to one target group, while question mark version is equal to 2 can be routed via another target group. Application load balancer works with AWS Web Application Firewall, which is WAF. It is called WAF, and it is for protection against threat. We will see in another video what is WAF, how can we configure it. Automatically adjust the number of targets, for example EC2 instances, based on demand. Integrating seamlessly with auto scaling. AWS auto scaling is used for increasing or decreasing the EC2 instances. We will see that. It performs periodic health checks on registered targets to ensure traffic is only routed to healthy instances. Health checks can be configured for HTTP and HTTPS protocols. It allows you to route requests from a single client to the same target, and it is useful for maintaining session state. We will see all those in the demo. Okay, use cases. Microservices and containers. It is ideal for application built using microservices or containerized environments where different services may handle different type of requests. Complex routing. It is suitable for applications that require advanced routing based on content, path, or host names that we have seen earlier. Real-time applications. It supports WebSocket and HTTP2 for real-time and high-performance web applications. And this is the high-level architecture of application load balancer. We will create target group, and this is the URL path based one. So for example, this is my website, mywebsite.com/products. This is one of the path. /users, this is one of the path. And what I want is, if the path is this, then the request will be served by one EC2 instance. If the path is containing users, then another EC2 instance. So I will create the target group, and with application load balancer, I will route that request to this target group if it is products, or this target group if it is users, and then attached EC2 instance will serve that request. Second example, where in my URL, in the website itself, I will have the query parameter. So this is the query parameter, type is equal to online. So for example, the same for the same product, but there are different flavors. Online, which I can buy online; offline, for which I need to go to retail shop and buy that product offline, right? So I'll create two target group. One target group is for this query parameter, another type target group for this type of query parameter, and then the request will be served by that target group. And the third use case for application load balancer, which is for domain. And for my application, I have two subdomains, sub1 my.mywebsite.com and sub2.mywebsite.com. What will happen if the user is trying to access this subdomain? Then this target, all the requests will be routed to this target group. Okay, and if the user is trying this subdomain, then the request will be served via this target group, and it is helpful. So for example, my application architecture is, there are different subdomains, right? Maybe my application is, one is retail application, another one is not retail, maybe a B2B or B2C use cases also. So for the same application, but I have multiple subdomains, right? So what I can do, I can use the application load balancer. I will create different target groups for different subdomains, and those I will create multiple EC2 instances and will attach them to those target groups. And this is how I can handle within same infrastructure, I can handle multiple websites. So that's it in this video. Thank you so much for watching.